Yes. Yeah, a little Barry Manilow right there. I can't go wrong with that. All right. So the LA Dodgers in the Freeway Series, I believe we call that out in Los Angeles, the Freeway Series, taking on the LA Angels of Anaheim. The Dodgers end up winning again yesterday. Now, Grayson Rodriguez made his first start with the Angels. He came over in the deal from the Orioles for Taylor Ward, and then he was rehabbing, finally made his first start. And if I were him, I'd think, really, Kurt Suzuki, my manager, really? My first start, you're going to face me against the Dodgers? Really? Come on, man. Give me a break here. And so you look at it right now, and Rodriguez on the mound, he got knocked around. But I think in this, Ohtani had 3 hits, which is good because he's starting to heat up. They gave him a couple days off, and I think he's kind of getting back into a flow offensively. But I think the biggest story of the day there for the Dodgers was Roki Sasaki going 7 innings in the game. And, for him, it was the most he's thrown in a game, the most pitches he's thrown in a game, and the most strikeouts he's had in a game. Their patience is paying off as he is now starting to get in sync and figure it out. And I think it's a really good thing for the Dodgers right now, considering the Blake Snell injury, in addition to some of the other problems that they've had.
Steve, I think the most important thing was Sasaki didn't walk a batter for the first time in his career. And I think understanding, when you have these starts and you're giving away free passes, it really puts you in your own hole. We talk a lot about don't give away freebies, right? But for him, it's been his nemesis, is the command. And it just reminds you that development is not a linear path, right? He's had some tough starts. He's trying to figure out the command situation, and then boom, you get your best start of your career. So I think just understanding that the command will continue to be a focus for him, a priority. The split was working the way you want to see it working. He was able to stay ahead of hitters as well. When you're working ahead, now I can start to expand with some of my nasty stuff. And it makes it easier for hitters to want to chase a little bit more. So he took advantage of using his stuff efficiently and throwing strikes, using all quadrants of the zone too. Thought that was huge. And your point about Ohtani, they go with the way Ohtani goes, right? He's going to have to hit. They're going to need him to be a superstar MVP caliber hitter, just like he's doing on the mound. In order for them to win a World Series, he's got to be the best hitter on their team.
Yeah, and they got him rolling again. It just felt like it was some period of time, but they would get him rolling again. But they do, they have so many quality at bats. And, I did a thing on MLB Network last night on the we're doing the scorecard. Abby Lamar and I were doing it. And one of the things that hit me was, the role players coming through. So Taylor Walls in Tampa, as the top defensive shortstop, and he makes all kinds of plays. Then he drove a ball to the gap and drove in 3 runs. And the Nico Horners of the world and guys like that who don't get all of the accolades. But, he's leading their team in RBIs is Nico Horner for the Cubs. Brian Rocchio with 26 RBIs, second most RBIs, and playing shortstop. And those guys who just do something every day to help them win games. And then I watched the Dodgers game. Miguel Rojas in his first at-bat, sacrifice fly to right field, got to pitch up in the zone. And how those veteran players who are just the professionals who have been around for a while, they know in a situation what to do and what's needed. And you see that with the Dodgers time and time again, right? The quality of the at-bats. They don't give up at-bats. Max Muncy and Freddie Freeman and how they just continue to do it. And Andy Pages, how about the catch he made on Saturday in the outfield was absolutely unbelievable what he did. But the Dodgers just have so many quality veteran players that over the course of 162 games, they take advantage of the at-bats and the opportunities more than some of the younger teams do.
I think one of the differences, and I've kind of seen this, with being on the Cardinals during a time in which, you have superstar Hall of Fame caliber players, Yadier Molina, Adam Wainwright, Matt Holliday, when guys, Lance Berkman, guys that can be superstars and can be the ego, right? But don't. They're okay not being the guy or feeling like they have to be the one with all the attention on them. And I think that's a real culture thing with the Dodgers. I give Dave Roberts credit, but guys like Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts, they don't never feel like it's got to just be them in the spotlight. And everybody understands their role. Like, there's a real identity of an offense as well as the pitching staff when you know what your role is. And I think it's evident of guys that are free agents knowing that the Dodgers are a super team and still want to come over to the Dodgers. That's a culture thing. And it says a lot about what they do in one locker room or one clubhouse.
Yeah. You know, the Yankees were that way for a long time. Like, players wanted to play for the Yankees. Now I think the Dodgers have had a little bit more pull in that direction as well. Padres won yesterday, 8-3. Lucas Giolito looked really good in his first start for the Padres. We have a text message. Padres versus Dodgers, going to be epic. If Tatis and Machado get rolling, I like the Padres to win the division. If Tatis sits in a cold corner all season, the Dodgers win the division. Do the Padres have a chance to beat out the Dodgers in the West?
It's going to be tough with that without really their stars going offensively. You haven't got it from Machado, from Jackson Merrill. You haven't got it from Tatis. So I think what concerns me is, if those guys don't give you true offensive production the way that some of the Dodgers superstar players do, then it's going to be hard to take that division from them. If I told you at the start of the season, okay, you're not going to get production from Machado, Tatis, or Merrill, you don't even think that they're probably finished second in the division. So they need that offense.
Yeah. I honestly, without the production that they've gotten, I'm a little surprised that they have the record that they do. So they're a plus seven run differential, and they're 10 games over 500 are the Padres. So they're winning a lot of those close games and finding ways to get it done.
Giolito looked good yesterday, too, until that last inning.
Yeah, right, exactly. And so, all right, we'll come back. We'll talk a little bit about how the Padres are pulling up the sheets on everybody around the game. Next, in the leadoff spot on MLB, meaning bring back Danny Wexelman into hosting the leadoff spot. Now, I will say that I am so grateful that Danny jumped on in there and took the lead here over the last couple of weeks and tried to at least keep Xavier and Eduardo on track. My goodness. She understands my pain every day in dealing with that. But I certainly thank you, Danny, for doing a great job over.
That's not what she said. I got to stand up with my friend. No, Danny apologized to me for having to deal with you all the time.
Oh, is that
Get
right?
Get him, Darnell. Get him.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. Shout out, Danny.
Well,
yeah.
Yes, Danny did an amazing job. And, listen, I mean, we did get so many complaints about that. It was a lot of Cardinals baseball over the last week or so.
Zero complaints.
I mean, between Xavier and Danny, my gosh, all they want to do is talk about the Cardinals. Here's the thing. What we are going to have, though, stay tuned for the last segment of the show, because Xavier promised to take off his shirt like the Cardinals fans from Stephen F. Austin University. He's ripping off his shirt. Because listen, you're all Cardinals all the time. Yeah, shirts off. Let's go. It's a gun show in the final segment. But the Padres yesterday, Gavin Sheets, 2 home runs in the game. And for me, Sheets was awesome. And I think it's an important thing. 3 for 3 with the 4 runs driven in. But Lucas Giolito, given the Padres, 5 shutout innings or 5 innings with 3 earned runs, he